Hello and welcome back from sunny Gaziantep, Turkey. As you can see, the castle behind me today, it's actually pronounced Kali Castle, but I think it's spelled Kale Castle. Turkish pronunciation confuses me still, so I'm not sure if it's pronounced Kale or Kali, or either one of those could be completely wrong. But speaking of kale, being in Gaziantep here is pretty much the food capital of Turkey, if you ask anyone. I talk to people throughout the many cities that I've been to so far, and so many people have recommended that I visit this city in particular if you want to get a true feeling or taste for what Turkish food is all about. So normally I eat a vegetarian slash vegan diet, but I've kind of swayed off that path a little bit in the past couple months due to a couple different issues as far as being able to find supplements, because I've been fast traveling. Normally I do slow traveling. So but anyway, I'm not going to make up excuses. I don't think you can really visit a city or a country for that matter without actually indulging in the culture, and part of the culture is the food. So when you're in a place like Gaziantep, you would be doing yourself an injustice or a disservice by not trying all the food. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try some of the food here. They're really known for their pistachios, although I was told that a city next door, Şanlıurfa, Turkey, is actually the pistachio capital of the world. But this is a very, very close second place. So we're gonna try some of those. Of course, I've had pistachios before, but everything here is made with pistachios. That's the kicker. So like, they have desserts like you've heard of baklava. I don't know if you have or not, but they usually sprinkle pistachios on that, kenefe, and so many more. And these are just the desserts I'm mentioning. So a lot of these treats are made with pistachios here, being in the pistachio capital of the world here in Turkey, in this part of Turkey. So we're gonna go try some different foods today, maybe some just treats, and do a different a food vlog, because Turkey food has so much to offer as far as kebab and just other things here. So we'll see what I can do today. We're definitely gonna do some taste testing with some baklava. I've been waiting to have Turkish baklava until I got to this city. Kenefe, I believe that's what it's called. I've been waiting to try that until I've got to this city. So those are the two things I'm gonna try today. But first, we're gonna go into the castle today. All right, well, let's scrap that idea. I found out the hard way that this castle is gender segregated throughout the day. I walked in the door, a nice little older Turkish woman quickly escorted me out. I didn't understand what she was saying at all, but basically what it comes down to is men can come in the morning, women in the afternoon or late morning to the early afternoon, then men can come back in the evening. So yeah, you can kind of tell you're in the southeast part of Turkey now, where there is, I'm using the term gender segregation because that's really what it is, but it sounds worse than what it is. It's just part of their culture here. But yesterday I kind of made a video about trying to lose technology and forget about technology to get lost in the cities. I'm going to contradict myself today because I use Google Translate and they have a camera on there. So I was looking at the board. Everything's in Turkish here, so obviously. there's really little to zero English being spoken in this city. So I used the camera app feature on Google Translate, and I was able to put it up to some of the signs on the board, and basically it showed me that, you know, women were in there right now. So that's why the older lady was very quick to escort me out, because it's taken very serious here. They definitely want to segregate the men and women from different parts of certain things. I just didn't realize that it kind of went into or was a part of museums. I just figured museums were more towards tourists, and usually with tourism, a lot of those rules change. A lot of them allow mixed genders to go in there. So, but that's not the case here. It's not a problem whatsoever. I totally respect the culture, respect the rules. So I will come back later. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come back today, because I might have some plans later on this evening. But we got a close second, which is one of my favorite things to do in cities, and that is to check out the Archeological Museum, and that's just down the road here. So that's what I'm going to do now. And this place, well, Antep in general, has such a deep history that archaeological museums is definitely something you're going to want to see anyway. It just wasn't part of the plan today. So I'm going to walk over to the Archaeological Museum, which is just a short walking distance down the road here, and we're going to go check that out. So it's been an interesting morning so far, and who knows, maybe it'll get even more interesting. So let's go. Okay, we are in the Archaeological Museum here. I don't normally film or vlog inside museums, but it's relatively empty in here. I've only seen 2 people, so I just wanted to show you some things and give you my information firsthand here. A lot of this stuff, specifically the area we're in, the southeast Turkey, is one of the oldest places for ancient civilizations. It's right on the border of Mesopotamia. So this archaeological museum is obviously going to have some of the oldest artifacts that archaeological scientists have ever found. So we're seeing things that date back 3 centuries BC, before the Copper Age and the Bronze Age. So you can just see the carvings out. Some of them are, Roman, Greek, so it does date back a little bit later than that. And that's what's nice about archaeological museums, is that it's kind of a timeline of history, but things do go back that far as Mesopotamia here, and you can find artifacts in this museum that go back that far. Now you can see some things behind me right here. Those are obviously more Roman. So you're going to be able to find Roman things here, like I said, Greek things here. A lot of these empires that roam this area, you're going to find different artifacts that they made here. So I just find it fascinating to be able to stand in front of some things that were really that old, some of the oldest artifacts in the world. So if you ever do find yourself in Turkey, specifically the southeast part of Turkey, make sure to do yourself a favor and actually, you know, indulge in the history here. Whether you're into history or not, you will learn so much about these different ages, the Bronze Age, the Copper Age, and things like that. So, yeah, I don't want to talk too much about, I don't want to give you a history lesson or a school lesson, because this film is going to be more about going to try different foods here. I just wanted to stop in a museum today and see what it was like. Obviously, my favorite type of museums are archaeological museums, because you get to find out so much about the specific area that you're in. So now I'm just kind of pacing back and forth as I talk. I'm going to go check out the rest of the museum. And yeah, I got let in this one easy. It's definitely co-ed, so there's some ladies walking around here and some men, so it's a little bit different rules here at the Archeological Museum. So you can come here any time of day, men or women, so not like the castle. So I'll show you some more images as I go along, but it's the Archeological Museum in Antep, Gaziantep. All right, this is the outside part of the Archaeological Museum here in Gaziantep. It was interesting. Like I said earlier, some of these things that date back during the, you know, the 9th century BC. So you have some of the oldest artifacts here in the world. So I just got done exploring most of it. We're on the outside part now. Now I just gotta find my way out of here, and we're gonna go find some pistachio goodies. Let's go find everything there is pistachio today. So I don't know if that's gonna be a lot. I don't know if that's gonna be a little, but judging from walking around yesterday, they literally make everything out of pistachio around here. So that's what we're gonna explore right now. Let's go. All right, we are down in the city center here of downtown Gaziantep, the square, if you will, the city center. So I figure if there's one place to come to find baklava or kenefi or anything pistachio related, it would be in the city center. So I'm gonna walk around here and see if I can find anything that looks interesting. I don't think I should have to walk too far to find anything though. I know down here is like the main bazaar, so could go closer to the bazaar, but I'm not sure these are going to be the authentic places for baklava. Nonetheless, as long as I can find something, I don't think I can go wrong in this part of the city finding something. As you can see, this is just filled with shops like any other downtown area. So there's going to be bakeries and cafes all along these stretches of road. Now it's just finding one that I can find, and I found one already. See, it didn't take me too long. Right on the corner, right beside me, on the corner down here. So I'm gonna try crossing the road without getting run over. Typical Turkey, where it's just crazy driving everywhere. But as long as you watch where you're going, you'll have no problems whatsoever. So I'm gonna go try to walk into the shop. Hopefully it's open. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But they specifically advertise baklava here, so I'm gonna go try some right now. Okay, what I got here is one baklava and one sarma. I kind of have a good idea of what the baklava here is. I've had baklava before, but never in Turkey. I've never had sarma before. You can tell it's definitely rich in pistachio, a lot of the ingredients. I know there's kind of honey, I believe, in the baklava, so I don't think there's any point of trying to cut this thing open. Just go all in with it here. Delicious. Very sweet. Has that kind of like a croissant taste to it. You can't really taste the pistachios in it too much. You can definitely taste the sweetness of the honey. Very good. Different than what I expected. I expected a very strong pistachio taste to it. And it's got kind of a good equal mixture between the pastry, the sweetness, and the pistachio. So it's very good. So now I will try the sarma. I've heard about the sarma before. I've never actually seen it. Now this is just thick in pistachios. I'm not sure what's all in this. I don't really care though. Wow, that's really good. I like that better than the baklava. That's really good. This is about as equally as sweet, but the texture is just kind of soft in the middle. This is really good. Really good. It's got kind of a flaky outside, harder. I mean, you can cut it open really easy, but on the middle, it's really soft. And it's definitely got more of a pistachio nut taste to it. Very good. Like I said, a different sweetness than the baklava. Wow. Like I said, I've had baklava in the United States before, but now since we are in the baklava where it was invented, really. And I'm guessing this is where sarma was invented as well. So, as they say, win in Rome, but this time win in Gaziantep. Try baklava, try sarma, try everything pistachio, and this definitely did not disappoint. And I'm definitely not much of a sweet eater, but I'm glad I tried this today. And just like that, finished. Very good. Okay, I can't reiterate enough how delicious that actually was. I've heard of sarma before, like I said, but I've never actually had it. I'm glad I tried it. Like I said, there's so many different things here that are made with pistachio. So there's just one other thing that I've heard of. Like I said, there's multiple things, especially sweets and baked goods that are made out of pistachio that are originated here in Gaziantep, and that's what I want to try today. But specifically, the one thing I want to try is something called kinafe. I haven't been able to find it quite yet, but I don't think I'm gonna have to walk very far, just like I didn't have to walk very far to find the baklava. So as soon as I find it, I'll try again. And pretty much every other shop here is something pistachio related, or definitely baklava related, but I can't find kinafe. See, there's another baklava store here. They don't have it. Basically, kinafe is kind of a sweet treat. I think it's a pastry, but it's also mixed with cheese, so it's kind of that something you wouldn't expect from like what you would call a dessert or a pastry. So it's kind of like a pistachio cheese, and I believe there is pastry in it, but we'll definitely find out. Now it's just kind of finding one of these places. Oh, I think I found one. So you don't have to walk very far to find something like this. I was just on the other side of the street, so hopefully I don't get killed walking to it. Like I said, I don't normally eat sweets, but definitely something you should try. It's a Thursday afternoon here, so I'm actually surprised on how busy it is here. But this shop also looks busy too, so they always say when you want to eat at a place, go where the locals go. And there seems to be, oh, that's not kinafe. So we're gonna find out what this is right now. All right, I found it. Finally found kinafe. I'm served by this nice gentleman here who didn't really speak too much English, but I'm gonna try some right now. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Outside alleyway, stool sitting here.
So?
Ah. Nope, I'm good, thank you.
Sorry?
Nope, just this. Just the kinafe. I'll come in and pay, okay? Okay. Okay, so that is really good. You can taste the cheese in it, but it's not like overpowering. It's definitely a different taste. Not as, doesn't have too much of a sweet taste like you'd think of with the baklava or the sarma, but this is really good. He gave me a lot. No one in that store spoke English, and there really wasn't anything to Google Translate. But he basically, I said how much, he basically put a number down on a calculator, and so I tried it. I got plenty, but you can see the texture here. It's kind of a crispy outside, like it's baked on the outside. It's really creamy, and I think there's like a honey mixture on the inside, so it's kind of like the sarma, where it's just a little bit moist on the inside. Definitely very good. And it does have like an equal balance of like cheese, sweetness, and obviously the pistachio in it. What I find really surprising so far is that for everything that has the pistachio in it, it's not overpowering. I was really expecting to have like a pistachio taste. I like pistachio. So I was really expecting it to have like an overpowering taste, and it doesn't. Not like that's a good or a bad thing, but it just kind of works in the meal as like a filler. So I'm gonna continue to eat this here. But it's delicious. It kind of exceeded my expectations. Now I heard that sometimes they serve it warm. This is actually served cold, so I'll find out. We'll see if we can find some other sweet treats as I go along today. But if not, this is basically just what I wanted to try. And if I find anything else, I'll put it in another video. But I kind of wanted to just try those 3 things. Well, the 2 things, baklava and kinefet. Very good. So the sarma was just kind of like an added bonus. I don't actually think I can handle any more sweets today. I'm gonna have to finish this, and this is the most amount of sweets that I've had in a long time. So now we're staying here in this back alley next to this restaurant back over here that served this. So hope you enjoyed the museum today. Sorry we didn't get a chance to see the castle. We'll have to wait for another video. But I hope you enjoyed the Archeological Museum. I hope you enjoyed some of the baked goods here, the baklava, the sarma, and the künefe. Once again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you in the next vlog. And there will be more vlogs coming from Antep, or Gaziantep. Thank you very much. Goodbye.